What's up everyone, it's your girl Elle, and today we're diving into something that's really changing people's lives, but I feel like not enough people are talking about it. There are 3 powerful body language techniques that don't just change how other people see you, but they actually fundamentally transform your brain chemistry and mindset. Now first, let's talk about how you're probably sitting or standing right now. Become aware of your surroundings. Right now, I polished myself up just a little bit so I could take this video, but earlier today, I was like this. This is how I was sitting, doing my work. So this is the stuff that we need to adjust so that our mindset can be changed. Let's start with number 1, the vagal breath position. Everybody talks about posture, but they miss something extremely important. When you slightly tilt your head back at like 15-degree angle while keeping your spine straight, like this, you're actually triggering what neuroscientists call vagal tone optimization. And so here's what's happening. Beneath the surface, this specific position is stimulating your vagus nerve, the longest cranial nerve in your body. So when that is activated, it immediately begins to reduce your cortisol levels by up to 23% in just 2 minutes. And it also increases your alpha brain waves that we talked about before, which is associated with creative thinking. Trigger the release of the GABA neurotransmitter. Sorry. Triggers the release of GABA neurotransmitters. I know I'm using a lot of nerdy terms today, but this will combat anxiety. So brain scan studies from the University of Michigan found that maintaining this position for 90 seconds before important meetings or stressful situations created measurable changes in participants' stress levels. I tried this today and it did work, because most people wait until they're already stressed to fix their posture, but by then your neurochemistry is already compromised. So start implementing this position proactively instead of reactively. I have a lot going on. So I have a fashion show coming up this weekend. I'm already slightly stressed. I started this a wee bit late, but doing this right here, just continuing to do this a couple times throughout the day, just because I got a lot going on right now. I got a few talks coming up and different things like that, just to stay ahead of it. I'm sharing sources with you here is because there is ongoing research with this. Now, before I just say, oh, the vagus nerve, I forgot to tell you, that's about right here. That's here, that'd be right here, in this area right here. So you're doing that, it's like this. Okay, tip number 2, proprioceptive. I know that's kind of a lot, but proprioceptive priming. So this technique uses something that elite athletes use, but it works for everybody. So before entering any important situation, spend 30 seconds doing this. Press your fingertips firmly against a solid surface like a desk or a wall. I'm just doing it on my hand to show you, but apply enough pressure to slightly whiten your fingertips. And simultaneously press your feet firmly into the ground. Okay, so you can see this, and I'm planting my feet into the ground. It's better if I'm sitting down. But what's fascinating is your body has proprioceptors, specialized sensory receptors that are constantly mapping out your physical position in space. So when you apply this specific pressure pattern, you're actively activating your RAS system that we talked about before, reticular activating system, which sharpens focus. You're triggering mechanoreceptors that stimulate your prefrontal cortex. Okay, basically, when you feel smart, that's what that is. Creating a neurological reset that is improving cognitive processing speed. So before using this technique, a Stanford student, a research team, found that 30-second technique improved executive function testing scores by 17%. So compared to control groups that didn't do that, they did a lot better. But the key is, before doing this, you need to have some sort of mental clarity, not during the moment of pressure. So these past 2 things, you can't do them in the moment of pressure. You got to do it before. So like I said, fashion show, talk, whatever coming up, it's best for me to do that as soon as those get scheduled, rather than the week of or right before or the day of. But you can still continue to do these. It's just they are more effective before the stimulant happens. I'm taking y'all to Yap City today, but this is super important. And I thought it was super cool as a psychology student that I'm learning these different things, because the body carries so much. So I know when I get stressed, my shoulders are up in my throat like this. And my brother's the same way. And, you know, different people are the same way. But that tells your body, oh my gosh, we're low-key in fight mode is what that's giving. So instead of doing this, we're being preemptive by allowing ourselves to relax. All of these things, your mind needs to be clear so you can really get the real benefits of it. The third and last one for today, cross-lateral brain activation. So our third technique is something that I personally used earlier today as well, and called cross-lateral brain activation. Here's how to do it. So for 60 seconds, you're going to perform slow, deliberate movements. Now, I personally like Tai Chi, so this was right up my alley. Do something like where your right hand or your foot crosses the midline of your body over to the left side, and vice versa. So for example, you might like touch your right hand to your left knee Sorry. And then alternate. Or do something like cross your right foot over your left foot while you're standing. I'm doing it now, okay? And then we're gonna draw figure eights in the air where each side crosses the midline. So you're gonna just do it like this or do the other one, you know, just something like that, right? Choose which one you wanna do. But what's happening is neurologically incredible, in my opinion, because when you cross the midline of your body, you're forcing your corpus callosum, right? Just to say it in a normal way, the bridge between your brain hemispheres. So here, the bridge between that, to activate. And so in doing this, this is synchronizing your brain hemispheres. It improves your cognitive flexibility up to 29%. Now, you're probably like, that's less than 50, that's not a lot, but 29%, that's pretty good. It enhances problem-solving abilities, and it boosts neuroplasticity. Y'all, you telling me just by doing something, I can do that sitting down. And so the great thing about some of these is that you can just do it pretty much anywhere. Now, granted, I know you might not want to be like, like everywhere, but you can do it in your car, you could do it in your house, you could do it outside while you're just, you know, I don't know, sunbathing. Do y'all do that? Or something, you know what I mean? You can just implement it. And even if you don't really see a space where you can do these yet, just think about different times where you are going to have some type of stress stimulant. Say that you have an important meeting, an important test tomorrow that you're kind of feeling a little iffy about or something like that. Then while you're watching this video, don't worry, I don't mind. You can, you can do that. Or even if you did this. Now this one is a little bit more discreet. I actually realized that I've done this before on accident, really, because some people are used to like white knuckling. I don't know if you can really do that now, but like see it from there, but used to white knuckling. So instead of allowing yourself to be like, I'm getting concerned, just do it on your own and, you know, press your feet into the ground and different things like that. But all of these tips I've tried myself. So believe me, y'all, they do work. The sad part about this is that most people won't ever implement it because either they don't know about it, I didn't know about it until I knew about it, or they think it's too simple. But that's exactly why it works, because each of these tap into the fundamental neurobiological mechanisms rather than complicated just reading psychology strategies alone. They actually work for you on a deeper level. And so I want you to try all three of these techniques before anything else that you have important or something that you think might stress you out. Drop a comment below and let me know which one you're going to try. And if you do try it, tell me which one you tried and how it worked for you. Okay? And if you want to hear more, hit that subscribe button, like, share with your friends the new things that you just learned. And remember, your mindset starts with your body. And if nobody's told you yet, I believe in you.